You sounded super unimpressed.
Okay, should I do it again?
Three sisters with stories to tell. Books in our hands, we know them well. Flipping pages where dreams dwell. Chapter one, here you go. Turn the light, let the words flow. Laughs and love in every show. Books, sweethearts, we grow.
Welcome to Sister Shelf Banter, a podcast where fantasy books meet sister chaos. If you love getting lost in magical worlds, we're your new favorite book club. Three sisters with wildly different takes, so there's something for everyone. I'm Hannah. I'm just emotionally recovering from every series death since Twilight.
I'm Christy. I'm here for world building, love stories, and magical creatures.
And I'm Ashley. I'm here for the escapism, but mostly just the morally gray man.
Each week, we dive chapter by chapter into some of our favorite fantasy novels and maybe even some you recommend.
We break down the plot, debate theories, and occasionally
Argue like it's a full-time job.
So a little bit about us. I used to love reading in grade school. I think likely because there weren't as many things to do for kids. And I think Twilight really was the start of that. And then obviously Harry Potter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Plus just getting extra points at school for AR points to get all the extra treats for pizza. I don't
you don't know
know
what
if they do
AR
that
is. You
anymore.
obviously didn't grow up in Texas in the 90s.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much life got busy as I got older and I just stopped reading, wanted to get back into it, and I never really did.
I was very academically inclined. Some people would have called me a nerd.
Nerd.
But really, it was just like the ADHD female that was undiagnosed as a child and was an overachiever and was constantly doing everything she possibly could. I read everything when I was little. And when Harry Potter came out, I was like super passionate about it. Still love Harry Potter. And I read a little bit of everything. I read all through elementary school, high school, as I could. And then I still read here and there in college random books. I did a lot of Nicholas Sparks here and there. And I read some really good, like random books, like 13 Reasons Why. I read that before I really knew much about it at all. The Birds of Being a Wallflower. I didn't really get into any specific genre at that point. As a kid, Ashley, give your origin story.
I mean, I don't really have an origin story. I don't remember the first book I read. I know that I read a lot of, remember Mary Higgins Clark?
Yes, ghost books because you were a witch.
I mean, I'm sorry that you weren't as cool as me.
I loved those books in elementary school, though. They were so good.
Yeah. And I never really stopped reading. When I get bored, I just change genres. So I go from the dark and totally sexy, but a little bit sketchy. And then I'll skip over to, I once read a physics book. That was actually really cool. Highly recommend. It's called About Time. Anyways.
I read About Time. Nope, wait, that's a movie with, that's a love story with future time jumping.
I just started singing Time After Time in my head. So that's my preference.
Excellent.
But yeah, so the only thing I don't really read, I don't do autobiographies because that's lame. Read a lot of true crime, a lot of fantasy, romance, pretty much everything except Westerns and autobiographies because who wants to read that?
Did you have like a dystopian series that you really liked as a kid or anything?
No. So
not your jam.
Thing about my version of ADHD, I can't, if it's mainstream, I cannot do it. I can't do it. Never read the Hunger Games.
We read those. It was like a witch school. What was that? Charmed?
Oh, actually, I did read those because you got me to read them.
You got me to read them.
Marked series.
Yes, those were good.
Yeah.
There you go.
And like the Hush Hush Silence.
So I didn't finish the series. I think I read the first and maybe second one, but there was too much.
Recently bought those at Half Price Books to reread.
Gotta love Half Price Books. Shout out.
I recognize that cover.
Oh my goodness. It's always good to reread. Like I definitely have like Nalini Singh, both her main series I've reread and read back to back so many times because they're just so good. The world building, like, never read any other books that have better world building. Highly recommend. But, I think Christy would really like it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't ever stop reading. I might go like a month or two, but
My TBRs.
Yeah. I feel like mine is more definitely I took a lot of years off, but I did read, like, I just forgot about all those other series that I read, and that was definitely, like, high school or college era. I just think I get into the spaces where where that's all I do, and then that's a problem.
I mean, there are definitely nights that I don't sleep because I started a book at 6:30 p.m. and there's no way, like, I'm wide awake now. I'm so just totally entrenched. Like, there's no way I'm not finishing it.
I'm at like
Well,
82% on the book Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. And it is
I have that and I haven't
it's
started it
so
yet.
good. And I'm like itching to finish it. I'm like, I'm so close. It's not a very long book.
Mhm.
Yeah. And there's a sequel.
Yeah, so I guess origin of podcast, like, kinda how we got here. Last year, we tried to start a book club with all of the sisters in our family.
Our
And
family is chaos.
yes,
More than just the three of us are.
and we just tried to do one a quarter, and we could not even achieve that with everyone, and we all read them, but we never ended up even talking about them. No.
I just want to say, you guys forced me into that situation, and I had to be the first one to pick a book,
No,
and
no,
there was
no.
so much
No, your
pressure.
book got chosen. And it is the book we reviewed first. So
It was a
thank you
good book.
actually
Well,
for your
had you not cut me off, I
contributions.
would have finished my sentence.
Well, and if you would stop saying we forced you to do things because, oh my gosh.
No, I'm talking about you guys forced me to pick a book quickly, which I'm a browser. I don't pick books by like online. I have to go to the bookstore and just wander. And
Mhm.
then I find a couple, and then a week or two later, I will pick one of those. One of them will sing to my soul, and I'll read it then.
Well, it ended up being the book that got me back into reading, so you should be
You're
proud
welcome.
instead of, "Okay, what a change in y'all dragged me to do this."
It was
And
how you guys did it, not what you guys did.
we did it. I think you just never remember details well because no one was forced. Everyone was asked if
No,
they would like
I
to
was
do
excited
it.
about the book club. I was not excited about how I had to pick the book.
We're sorry we pressed you to pick faster than you would have known.
That's okay. I
Yeah, but, like,
forgive you.
we
And
couldn't
you're
wait
all
for a month.
welcome
We
for
were
picking
excited.
such a great book.
I think there were several weeks. It was more you weren't checking anything, and then it was last minute, but not to rewrite history here.
I'm sorry, I'm glued to my phone.
Oh no.
Okay, let's check phone time. I bet you have the highest out of any of us.
Want to bet?
I would. But anyways, we can check that later. So yes, Ashley's book that she's complaining about was the one we just reviewed, The Games Gods Play, which was the one that got me back into the excitement of reading and needing good books that I could just jump into. Because once I love them, I finish them quickly. So Christy gave me all the Rex, Court of Thorns, Throne of Glass, Empyrean. So I think I read, I'm not even kidding, like 40 books in 2 months. It was kind of crazy. And Chase was like, "Am I ever going to see you again?" And I'm like, "Well, don't you watch a lot of sports? These are my sports. So leave me alone." But yeah, honestly, doing all of that, like, every day, all of the plot twists, I was just like, "I need to talk about all of this," and, like, no one was reading along with me. Christy had read it, like, years ago, and that's kinda how we got here. I texted the sisters and was like, "Hey, I think we should start a podcast. Do you want to?" I did not threaten anyone. I
You
said,
did not.
"Say no."
So I will actually say the way you did it was like very like unintentionally manipulative. I said unintentionally, and let me explain because you were even like, I really want to do this. Don't feel pressured. You don't have to do it. And then I was like, well, damn, she gave me too much of an out. Now I have to do it. Like,
Your
Well, I
oppositional
was just
defiance disorder worked against you.
no. I
every
was like,
time.
"I'm gonna do it no matter what, so y'all can come or you don't have to."
I mean, that's pretty much what you said, but nicer. And like, I was like, okay.
Had it for like 2 years now, I think, that I've gotten really back into it. I was really depressed with myself and the amount of time I spent just like doom scrolling and the brain rot that was just occurring and the anxiety it was giving me. And so I said, like, I told my husband, I want this book, Fourth Wing, for Christmas. And I think the second one's out, Iron Flame. I want those for Christmas. Like, make it easy for you. Just buy them for me. And I gobbled them down. And then I got into Court of Thorns and Roses, and then Throne of Glass changed my life. And the last book in that series will go down in history of my brain just as like heartbreaking. And the fact that Sarah J. Maas was 16 when she started that series, it's not super spicy, but it is beautifully written. That's what I look
Right.
for in zombie books.
I can't
Yeah.
believe you said it was heartbreaking. Now I'm never gonna be able to read it.
But it's like,
it's so good, but it's like the things you never want to end.
yeah. Yes,
Like, I would
exactly.
not.
She's very good at getting you to love people and like really invest in them and her characters. And then she like ties her worlds together. It's awesome. And then I've read, I got into Rachel Gillick and Carissa Broadbent. I could go on. And then I have a TBR that's way too long. And I just keep buying books and it's a problem. I had to buy more bookshelves because I bought too many books, but I love it. It is my favorite thing to do for me. And getting to share it with my sisters and talk about it is really fun, even though it has been a whirlwind trying to figure this shit.
To say the least.
Yeah, I will agree. I'm actually pleasantly surprised how much we all really like this particular book and whatnot because, like, I read totally different than you guys do. Like, every now and then, like, there's a little bit of a parallel, but like, I like the edgier, the darker. Like, I want to be completely outside of my reality. And so I was like, I wonder what we're going to be reading because if it's too slow, I can't like. Okay.
I think this will give us a chance to like overlap in our the things that we like and introduce each other to new things and encourage each other that to step out of our comfort zones a little bit because we will be, kind of varying who is really the driver in the next series we're going to read.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
No, for sure. I'm excited to see just like we have no plans on how we're gonna pick books, what type of books we're winging it, and I'm excited to see kind of where we land. Because yeah, the
It's
first
just so
like
ironic because none of us are the no planners. Like, none of us fly by the seat of our pants on the regular.
well, I mean, we have a month in between book picks, so it's like we have some time. But yeah, no, and I love to like I think we spent more time talking in the last month doing this and like we're seeing each other at least once a week, more likely twice a week, even though we're not really getting into the minutia of our day necessarily. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I love it. So it's really bringing us all back together in our elder age. I got 10 hairs and I said, I'm ready for sister time. But yeah, come join us. Very like book club mentality. Bring your book, read along with us. We dive super deep, but if you're not reading, you still probably are going to get lost. And yeah, comment, give us your own theories. We go off on so many tangents already. And, we've filmed the first book, which is a doozy. But we started the second book. We haven't even recorded the first episode, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited for all my thoughts. I'm holding them together. I'm on page like 20. So yeah, I've loved all of this, and I'm just happy we're able to carve out a little extra time to do this on top of our full time lives and jobs and kids and cleanings and whatever else.
Objects.
Oh my gosh, that I never finished.
I just have a dog.
But now we all have this together. And as Hannah said, like, I cherish this time we get to spend together because, there are times where one of us is having a bad day or has something going on. And we are the kind of people that typically will try to solve something on ourselves, solve something ourselves and not really try to put anything on our family's shoulders or, even our best friends. We both, like, we all can read each other very well,
Yeah.
regardless of what's going on. Like, we get a chance to check in a little bit more, and I love it.
Yeah, and like spill it. even if it's like 5 minutes and then we got to jump into it because it's 10 p.m. But
Yeah, Hannah's real good about waving the flag that we're off topic, and somehow it's still excessively chaotic.
yeah, there
We
will
love-
be some flags on the play here too. We're a sports podcast.
Keep an eye out for Hannah's side eye
Yeah, next time I'll make sure to wear my streaks.
frequent visitor. Now, as Hannah kind of alluded to a little bit earlier, before you dive into episode 1, we do have a tiny confession.
We were still figuring out how microphones work.
And apparently how to pronounce half the names in the games gods play.
Yes, the audio's a little chaotic.
And our theories, even more chaotic.
And at one point or another, we may spend 5 straight minutes debating irrelevant topics until somebody looks it up in the book, which is where the flags come into play.
We have to see who's right.
I mean, that's the fun part. These first few episodes are us finding our rhythm, our sound, and our questionable hot takes.
By episode 4, things smooth out.
Ish.
By episode 5, we start sounding like a real podcast.
Maybe.
But honestly, we couldn't resist sharing the messy beginnings. I mean, who doesn't love watching somebody else's chaos?
Sure.
So grab your drink of choice, forgive the sound quality,
And enjoy watching us fumble our way through divine drama, moral dilemmas, and way too many magical competitions.
Welcome to Sister Show Banter, the first series where the gods play games and we just try to keep up. So if you love getting lost in magical worlds
And you're not afraid of a little sisterly chaos.
you're definitely in the right place.
subscribe, like, comment, share, follow.
Grab your favorite drink.
And join us on the shelf.
3 sisters, 1 shelf, in this fantasy banter.
Love you, Zulu.
Love you, sisters.